Hey, what's going on, Hillbilly? I see you. So, have y'all made it back home yet, Hillbilly? Oh, you're in Kentucky. Okay. Well, you're getting closer anyway. Is his bike still holding together for the trip? Everybody, come on in. I'm not going to be here real long. I'm just going to use this use this live here for a minute to address something that happened last night. Uh, so I'm kind of just waiting. I know Moto Bomb Virginia has a live going on right now, but I'm assuming I had posted in his comments that I was going to be going live here in a couple of minutes. So, hey, what's going on, Locka? Welcome in. Now, like I said, I'm just waiting to see. Ooh. If it's broke, is it broke at the front of the fender or is it broke at the back of the fender? Well, I was going to say if he can, if it comes to it, he may have to pop his rear fender off and just ride on his seat, let his seat rest on the struts if he can. Hillbilly, help me keep an eye out on the trolls. I just removed them too. I'm not in the mood for no nonsense. You got a blue wrench. If you think that they're not acting right, just send them on out. Naruto, Jonas, welcome on in. Hey, Chris, go. Welcome in. I appreciate you subbing. So I know some of y'all may have been around last night, and y'all may have seen Moto Bomb Virginia's live stream from last night. He had a ton of people on there, and uh, I had got on there and made a suggestion that if it was possible that some of these folks go down to you know when they go down to Forgotten Angels to maybe take a camera with them and record some of the the boys there. So I just it was it was a well-intentioned thing that I said, and it all stems from something that had been brought to my somebody asked me a question, and basically I'm not in the inner workings of that organization, so there's a lot there that hey, Locke, welcome in. I just asked everybody to be respectful in here. Hillbilly, are you still here? I'm having troll. This is trolling at its finest right here. Good grief. Jeez. But anyway, the comment was kind of made that I didn't understand about something about, that you can just go down there and shove cameras in those kids' faces. I understand that. And, I understand that, those kids have been exploited. Yes, I absolutely understand that. I'm not stupid. And I wasn't suggesting that anybody go down there and start shoving their camera in people's faces. That was not what I was suggesting. But something was brought up to me, you know, hater or whatever. The bottom line is I'm not in the inner workings of Forgotten Angels. I support it. Hey, Jerry, welcome in. I support it. I give those guys my platform I show them support on my platform. All I know is what we see on the internet and what the videos that I see and people talking about it. That's all I know about Forgotten Angels. I don't know how many kids, uh, live there. I don't know how many, uh, you know, of the young men are actually living on the property. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the inner workings. But my suggestion was that, that some of the ones go down there that have questions about it. They go down there and they find out for themselves what it's all about. Uh, and my thought is that moto vloggers from all over the country go down there, all over the world, you know, find out if there's any of the boys who want to be interviewed, maybe tell a little bit of their story and post it up for Forgotten Angels. That way people can see what's going on, behind the scenes, because really all you see out here in videos is just the campouts. People partying, playing games, drinking, singing, having a good time, which is what that campout is meant to be. But there's people who they're not about all that. They want to know where their money is going. They want to see what their money's doing. And I don't know. I'm not down there. I've never been on the compound. I have never been inside the walls of Forgotten Angels. So I only know what gets reported back to YouTube and social media. And I have never had any reason to think that that organization was not above board. I've never had any reason to believe that that organization is anything other than what it is presented to be, is a organization trying to help young men who have aged out of the foster care system. So, I don't know. I can't answer the question of how many kids live on the property. I can't answer the question of how much money gets dispersed among the young men who, I don't know that. But, to say that I don't understand about kids being exploited, that's, I would expect people to be moral and to be decent and not go down there and shove a camera in a kid's face. Of course, you want to find out if any of them are willing to be. Some of them may not. They all may not. That's fine. But what I'm saying is that people out here supporting this have gotten to the point now to where they want to see what is going on behind the scenes. I can't show them that. I'm not a member of the organization board of directors or anything like that. My suggestion is if you don't feel comfortable donating to it, don't donate to it. Nobody's putting you a gun to your head and making you give them money. But I have no clue what the inner workings of that is. But like I said, people are wanting to see now what's going on. And not everybody can make the trip to Florida in the spring or in the fall to go to the camp out. I can't. That falls right when I'm working my hardest. But I have never had any reason to think that Forgotten Angels was anything other than what it is. And, people private message me, well, there's not even any kids living down there. I assume there's people living down there. I assume that there's not just a bunch of empty buildings sitting in a row down there. But I also understand that you've got this situation now to where that organization has nothing to hide. They have a website, ForgottenAngels.org. Go there. Hey, Jay, welcome in. Go there and see for yourself. Better yet, contact them yourself and say, hey, what is my money going to do? They hide nothing. Dave and Cindy are above board and they're straightforward with everything. So I can't answer those questions for you, but they will be more than happy to answer those questions for you. They would be more than happy to take you around and show you the entire properties. And it's not just one property. But, here's the thing about it. If I did not think that this was a worthy cause, I would not put their logo on my videos. I would not talk about them. I would not tout what's going on with them. If I didn't think it was worthy, I simply would not give it. I would not give it any kind of validity whatsoever. But I believe in what they're doing down there. And I'm excited to see them take this nationwide and maybe even worldwide. Dave's channel over in Australia, he's working on trying to get something set up in his area for it. So it's still hey, not to get side note, but a squirrel. Hey, Georgia Hillbilly, Rody J that just came in, he actually owns the bike shop in McKaysville, so he might be able to fix your buddy's rear end on his bike. And Jay, what he's got a broke weld. I don't know if you and GW can clean that up and fix it or not, or he may not even need nobody to fix it, but that's who you would want to talk to there, Hillbilly. But yeah, that comment kind of bothered me because it was made after I left the live stream, but I was still watching the live stream. And, hey, Sterling, welcome on in. I understand my wife was in the foster care system, so I understand about kids being exploited. I watched my dad exploit my younger brothers. So, but where I'm at with this whole thing with Forgotten Angels is I support the organization because I believe in the organization. But do I know anything about the inner workings of the organization? Absolutely not. It's not my job to know the inner workings. I just believe in, what they're doing, if that makes sense. I trust that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I've never seen anything to even give me a hint to distrust these people because they show you everything that they're doing. But, hey, Hooligan, welcome on in. I didn't mean to step on Motorbomb, but I needed to go live with this because it was bothering me. But to say I don't understand, I understand. And I would expect people to be decent and not go down there and just shove a camera in a kid's face. I never said anything like that. But, it's one of those things where we were in a live stream that already had like 6 or 7 people in it. And that's going to be the last live stream like that I do. From now on, when I do a live stream, it's just going to be me and the camera and you guys in the comments. But, I don't understand where these people think that I even came up with anything that I know, because I'm getting messages on my Facebook page asking me, is this legit? Where do these kids? Why don't we ever see videos of these boys? That's a legitimate question when you're asking people to give money to this organization. People don't always want to take it on good faith, because I'm telling you something right now. And I've made it to 47-year-old not by being stupid. The word charity scares people in this country because you've got charities that's supposed to help wounded veterans. Okay, you got charities that are supposed to help little kids in foreign lands when our own kids right here in this country are starving to death. So when you say the word charity, people get scared of it. Not to say that they're not willing to help a charity, but people want to see what their money's going for. And not everybody can jump on a plane or jump in a car or jump on a motorcycle and ride all the way to Tampa, Florida just to see. That's why I was saying, all I suggested was that some of you moto bloggers who make the pilgrimage down there every year, ask one of the boys, hey, do you mind if I sit down and talk to you about this? I'd like to put you on my channel. Uh, that's not asking too much. You're asking people to give you money for a charity. You also need to be willing to answer questions when people ask you about them, but I don't know the answers to the questions. But because I have that Forgotten Angels logo all over my videos, people automatically assume that I am in the inner workings. Yeah, and that's all I was saying, Hooligan, last night was that, some people just want to see what's happening. I would never suggest somebody go down there and try to exploit a kid that's already been exploited their whole life. And that was said after I left the live stream, but I was still watching the live stream, and it bothered me all night, and it's bothered me most of the day. I would just assume somebody would be, moral enough to go down there and not do that. But yeah, that's, it's just one of those situations where when you're asking people to give money for something, you need to be able to show what the money is doing. And you guys got to admit this. If you're being true in your own heart of hearts, all the videos we see from Forgotten Angels is the camp out, the drinking, the games that they play, the singing, and all of that stuff. But I've never seen any video other than Shade Tree Surgeon when they take those kids up to the to that gear place to have them fitted for motorcycle gear. You never see any of these kids in videos. So you're taking somebody's word that this is what your money's going to, but yet when they look into it, they don't never see nothing but just people partying. Okay, well, that's a bad image right out of the gate. When it's 60 videos in a row on YouTube and every one of them is a camp out and people drinking and people partying and people, playing games on motorcycles, someone who doesn't do all that stuff want to know what's really going on behind the scenes. And like I said, I have never had any reason to think that Dave and Cindy are not above board. I believe they do exactly what they say they do. I'm not questioning it, but I know there's a lot of people contacting me because of the Forgotten Angels logo that are questioning. I don't have answers for them because I can sit back and say, that they're doing this, but do I know for a fact personally? Have I been there? No, I haven't. All I see is what they're seeing. All I see is what we see on YouTube. That's it. That's all I see. I don't have a phone number for nobody. I don't have an email address for nobody. You rarely get, when you make comments in live in Premiere chats, you rarely get answered. And if you do, it's just a short answer. So, all I'm saying is that these people asking these questions are asking legitimate questions, because you're asking these people to turn loose of their money to help something. They want to see what they're helping. Absolutely, Sterling. And I'm not saying to not respect the benefactors, but I'm saying ask one of the boys, hey, do you mind sitting down and telling us your story? We want to share it with our community. And if they don't, that's fine. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, it was automatically put out there that I didn't care about the kids' feelings, and that I think people just ought to go down there and shove cameras in their face, that I didn't understand exploited children. My wife was in the foster care system. I understand exploited. I'm not stupid. I've got 3 kids. I'm 47-year-old. I own my own home. I own 3 Harley Davidsons. I've got 5 vehicles. Everything I own is paid for, cash money. I don't owe nobody nothing. I'm not stupid. I didn't get this way by being stupid. I didn't get to where I'm at in my life by being stupid. And I would never tell somebody just to go down there and shove a camera in a kid's face. But you've got people out here asking legitimate questions, and they're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into this stuff, and they want to know where their money's going. And I can't blame them. Now, I personally have never had a reason not to trust them. I will continue to support Forgotten Angels because I don't believe that I believe David and Cindy Tyler are good Christian people who only want to help people. But that's just my personal opinion. When other things get involved, people want to know what it's all about. And I'm sorry if I seem like I'm a little bit hot, but this subject has got me a little bit hot. I'm a little bit perturbed about it. You know, I don't like being accused of being stupid or not understanding things because I understand. You know, my wife was in the foster care system. I understand exactly what happens in the foster care system. I've seen it firsthand. But, you know, all I was saying was my opinion is that people need to go down there. And I even told the people, hey, if you can afford to donate and you can afford a trip to Tampa, they will welcome you onto the property with open arms. Go down there, take a tour of it, view it. Off camera, you can talk to these young men. I'm sure they would love to talk to people who's taking an interest in making sure that they're secure in their lives. And I'm not saying put it on camera. But see, people are asking questions that I don't have answers to. But it's getting to a point now, we're 2 or 3 years into this thing with Shade Tree Surgeon. And last year, they reported over $1 million had been raised. So people are wanting to know now, okay, is this $1 million just going to one person? Or are they dividing it out among the kids? Or are they simply just putting it in an account and drawing it out for stuff that these young guys need? I don't know. I don't know how they disperse the money. It's none of my business. I don't care how they disperse the money. But they've got too many success stories. They've got way too many success stories. Not every kid down there is going to be a success. They will tell you that right out of the gate. But there's too many success stories to think that they're not doing something, because they're doing something. You know. But, you know, what I was saying, just as a moto blogger in the moto blogging community, if you're already going to be down there and you're already going to be recording, even if it's just walking around interviewing David, showing the houses, even if you don't want to go near them boys, some of us can put it up there and say, yeah, hey, this is what it is. Talk to David, look at the property, put it on your channel. Because the point I was trying to make is when you type in Forgotten Angels on YouTube, all you see, video after video, camp out, party, drinking, people playing games, people singing. There's nothing about the boys. Not everybody drinks. Not everybody who donates to this charity rides a motorcycle. All I'm saying is just let people see what the other side of it is. It don't always have to be yeehaw partying and good times. We can do something else as with our platforms, is what I was trying to say. And I would never go down there and try to invade anybody's privacy. I would never do that. And I would never tell somebody to go do that. Yeah, and that's all I was saying, Sterling, is when, you know, it don't always have to be party, because I watched all these videos, and the guy who messaged me said, have you looked at all the videos on Forgotten Angels? I said, I've watched every one of them because I'm subscribed to all these people. And I never had a problem with it. I never saw an issue. I was enjoying watching these guys, you know, play cornhole on their motorcycles. I thought that was a very cool game. You know, singing. And of course, they get rowdy, they're drinking. But when you're a Christian person, you don't drink, you go to church, and you put aside a certain amount of money each year for a charity. But every video you find about that charity is partying, drinking, partying, drinking, partying, drinking. They have legitimate questions. And you can't not say that their questions are not legitimate, because they're very legitimate. And that was all I was trying to say. I wasn't saying go down there and exploit kids and shove cameras in people's faces. That's not what I was saying at all. And I do understand. Like I said, I'm not stupid. And I'm not a bragger and I'm not a boaster, but I got an IQ of 165. I'm not stupid. So I understand that you can't just go down there and bust through people's privacy, but I'm saying you need to go down there and show another side of this thing before public damage starts getting done to Forgotten Angels, because it's all party, 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 party. People are going to say, well, hell, they're taking our money and going down there and partying with it. And there's no counter videos to counter that. Every video is party, 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 party. That was the only point I was trying to make. And like I told these people, they don't need to be reaching out to me about it. Well, you've got that logo on your video. So what? I support the cause. I will continue to support the cause. I'm not going to stop supporting Forgotten Angels. I'm going to buy raffle tickets for motorcycles if I can afford to buy one. If it's I don't never expect to win. And here's another thing I want to say. And while I'm here, I might as well air all this out. Hooligan knows what I'm about to say. I have never and I get that, Sterling. I know he says bad people doing good things, but people do think they're bad, and you're reaching out beyond the motorcycle community. You're trying to get help from a broader community, like the trucking community. You guys now are getting this put together. Y'all are raising money. Other communities might want to get involved and help raise it up and make more money, but if all they see in every video and party, 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 they're going to say, well, we're not going to donate our money to something like that. And I'm not saying the image is bad. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying we need something to counter that. Oh, hey, okay, well, here's the houses. Okay, this is David. This is Cindy. They're the people who are doing this. They took their time to talk to me and tell me about what they're doing. They took their time to tell me about why it's so important to get people to help. There's got to be some counter to it. There's got to be some counterbalance somewhere. Somewhere there has to be a counter. But the other thing I was going to address, and I see it in Shade Tree Surgeons chats all the time and on the live streams. I have never asked those, and they give away stuff on there free all the time. T-shirts, stickers, hats. I have never asked them for a sticker. I've never asked them for a hat. I have never asked them for a t-shirt. I've never asked them for a pair of boots. They don't have my email address. They don't have my phone number. I've never asked those folks for anything for free. I've never said, hey, I didn't get something. I've never asked, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to try to help hold it up and to help it grow. Yeah, well, and of course she's going to ignore you, because her channel, like I said last night on that live stream, her channel has completely changed. She's gone in a totally different direction. It's all about corporate sponsorships with her now, and I get that. That's fine for her. That's what she wanted. She quit her job so she could do that. But, yeah, and that's what we're all working for right there, is peacetime for Forgotten Angels. I would like to see this in all 50 states. And like Dave channel from Dave over in Australia, he's working on trying to get something started in Australia for Forgotten Angels. He's trying to get it in Australia set up. So it is a wonderful cause. It's an important cause. We always worry about these younger kids. Are they living with abusive parents? That is important. That is totally, totally, totally important. But we also got to remember these kids who come out of the foster care system, because those are tomorrow's adults. Those are tomorrow's leaders. And if they don't have an opportunity to grow and to learn and to have a chance, and that's what Josh always says in his videos. They're not asking for a second chance. They're asking for a chance. Because I know not all of them are there because they were good kids. Let's just put it that way. But I think by and large, Dave and Cindy help more of those kids than they have to turn away. I think they end up helping more of them. I realize that there's going to be some bad eggs, and they're going to have to turn some away. That's with anything that you do. That's just living life. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly, hooligan. Step away from the party and present the cause. And I think, and that was all I was suggesting, is that we as content creators, you know, the partying is fine. Shoot, I enjoy watching those videos, but it's kind of like, I know there's not a lot of Christians around here. Now, I appreciate you, Sterling. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here in just a minute. I was just kind of on here, just blowing this stuff out of my mind because that kind of bothered me. But yeah, I appreciate it. And like I said, if I sounded like I was getting ramped up, I was a little bit, and I'm sorry for that because it wasn't nobody's fault. But valid points are being made all the way across the board, and it's time to address some of those points. Like like Hooligan just said, represent the cause a little bit, show what it actually is. So that was the whole point. But I've never asked for nothing from Josh, Shay. I've never asked for anything. I've never asked for anything at all, period. Because that's not what I'm doing it for. Hey, Sick, come on in, brother. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm not doing it to get something free for doing it. And I've been watching that chat, Shade Tree's chat, when he's giving away these motorcycles. And dude, I'm telling you, hey Moto, hey Ruby, there are people in that chat, boy, if they don't win, they fall apart. They lose their mind. Oh, it's rigged. Only their friends win. I have read all those comments. If they don't win, man, they are mad. And you're in it for the wrong reason. That was kind of my whole point of it. Hey, Toga. But hey, 9 Mills, what's up? But yeah, this is a very scary situation. Hey, Moto, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I didn't mean to step on you, but it's starting to get late here, and I'm going to be going to bed here in just a minute, so I wanted to get some of this stuff off my mind. You can go back later and watch it in my videos, but I was just trying to make valid points, and, last night it kind of seemed like I was belittled and downplayed because I had, I had certain opinions about things, and I understand what you can and can't do. Like I said, I'm not stupid. But, we got to start presenting this thing in a well-rounded. It can't just be party, 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 party all the time. Something else is going to have to be shown because you're asking people to open their wallets and send you money. Well, if every video they see is party, 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 they're going to say, well, hell, we're not going to give them our money to party on twice a year. You got to balance it out and show what the cause is and show what you're doing it for. That was all I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to say exploit kids and shove camera in people's faces and all that. That wasn't what I was saying. But it is what it is. I think we had I think we got last was a little bit too rowdy. I think we had too many people in that live chat, and people were talking over each other, and someone would bring up a point and then they would move the point, and we never got to we never got to get to a point because every time something was said, somebody would be talking over it, and that's just how it is, though. That's you gotta hope that there's people out there that are decent and have good morals and good standards. And you got to hope that there's people out there who want to do something for the right thing, reason. And that's all I was trying to say is that we needed to show, I know the kids are exploited. Like I said, I've done covered that in this live. I'm not going to recover that. But there's somebody down there who will talk to you about forgotten angels, that it's not, singing and drinking and playing motorcycle games, and that's all cool. I'm not saying you cannot do that. I'm not saying stop doing that. All I'm saying is you're showing the worst all the time, and you're showing party, party, party. You got to figure out how to balance that out. and people asking me questions and I have no clue about it. I'm not on the inside. Well, yeah, exactly, Buck, and that's kind of the point, Buck, is that people are every video, and what I was saying earlier before you guys came in, every video that you type in on Forgotten Angels on YouTube, it's the camp out, partying, drinking, riding motorcycles, playing games, drinking, singing, partying, playing games. People see 500 videos of that. They say, well, okay, well, all we're sending our money to Florida for is for people to go down there and drink twice a year and party at a camp out. There's no other videos that offset that. And when you're asking people to turn loose of their hard-earned money to support a cause, you got to present something more than just bikers partying and playing. That's all I was trying to say. That's why I said if some of those boys are willing to sit down and tell people out here in YouTube about their life, let them do it. You're a moto blogger. Put that content on your channel. If they don't want to be on camera, fine. Don't put them on camera. But like Sterling said, you can get David and Cindy to walk around the property, talk to you on camera, because they're the ones ultimately trying to present Forgotten Angels to the world. You see what I'm saying? They're the ones. But, well, and that was my whole point, Buck, is people are messaging me on Facebook saying, hey, all I see is a bunch of guys partying down there. What's going on? Are there even kids living on that property down there? What's this all about? That's the image that it's starting to present. That image is starting to be presented, is that all it is giving away motorcycles and going down there 2 times a year and partying. That's all people are seeing on YouTube. That's everything that shows up. There's no talking to the young men down there. There's no showing everything going on. You got to let people in behind the scenes just a little bit and let them see what's going on. If you're asking them to turn loose of their hard-earned money to support your organization, you got to let them see what they're supporting. And like I said, not everybody can afford to just jump on a plane and go to Florida. They're looking for videos to see what the other side of this is. And all they're seeing when they pop on videos is drinking, partying, campouts. So, and I don't have those questions. I don't have those answers. I'm not in the organization. I don't have an email, a phone number, nothing. You know, you got to show your cause when you're asking people, because people are starting to reach out. Just because I have Forgotten Angels on my page and I have that emblem in my videos, people automatically think I'm on the inside. I'm not. All I can tell them is, hey, go down there and see them for yourself. Dave and Cindy will walk you around the property. Well, I'm not going to drive to Florida. And this is what one guy told me. He said, I'm not going to drive to Florida just to see if my money's being used for what it's supposed to be being used for. But there's no other videos for him to look at to see what his money's being used for. All he sees is camp out, party, camp out, drinking, playing motorcycle games, people singing. That's all he sees. Okay, well, you're starting to create an image there. Do you really want your image to be bikers coming to your facility 2 times a year partying? I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm not saying to stop that. I enjoy those videos. I have fun watching them and seeing what I missed out on. But somebody's got to figure out, and if it has to fall to us moto bloggers, we're supporting that. Well, people realize we're supporting that, and then if they click on your video, but all they see is drinking and partying and camping and drinking, and well, where's the video about the young men and women that I'm sending my money to? There's no balance. That's starting to be what the image is. And, you know, I can't stop it. I'm not on the inside. It's none of my business. None of this is any of my business. I just support an organization. But I'm starting to see where people are kind of getting a little bit iffy about it. And I'm not saying that Dave and Cindy are doing anything wrong. I believe Dave and Cindy are as advertised. I believe those two individuals right there do exactly what they say they do. But people are wanting to know, okay, they reported this on Shade Tree Surgeon's video that last year over $1 million was raised for that fundraiser. That's not $250,000. That's not, that's not $70,000 a year gotten donated. That was $1 million. Okay, well, some of these people are now wanting to know where their $1 million is going. Let me see what my $1 million is doing. But all they're seeing is people drinking at a camp out, singing, partying. So what do you do? I'm not saying they should shut down the camp out. I think that would be a bad idea. All I'm saying is that some of the content creators who go down there could try to show another side of it, just for the image sake of Forgotten Angels. My image isn't tarnished. My image isn't going to be tarnished. But, let people see. And I understand that, Buck, that your time at the camp out's been volunteer more than hanging out. I understand that. But go when I leave here in just a minute, because I'm about done with this live stream, just go into your search bar and type in Forgotten Angels. Camp out, camp out, camp out, camp out, party, camp out, drinking, party, camp out. That's what people are seeing. So, I don't want Forgotten Angels to get hurt. I don't want them to get hurt at all. I want them to get it in every country and every state. I believe in what they're doing. My wife was in the foster care system. I understand the foster care system. But what we're just trying to help isn't enough if you're also the one ruining the image. And I know nobody would maliciously set out to hurt. I don't think anybody would maliciously set out to hurt Forgotten Angels. But there is something called unintentional consequences. Hey, Dave, there's unintentional consequences. And one of the unintentional consequences of videos is party, 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 party. And these people who are trying to donate money say, well, hell, all they're doing is taking our money to Florida and partying 2 times a year. We don't ever see the young men. We don't ever see the property. Is that legit? I don't have no reason to question Dave and Cindy. I've never questioned Shade Tree, David, Cindy, Shay. I've never questioned any of them because I believe they're all above board. But, people who don't go down there, though, sick, they may not understand that. Not everybody goes to a party. Not everybody drinks. Not everybody does this. Not everybody does that. And when you're only presenting one side of something, eventually that one side gets lopsided and then people start shying away from it. Because I'm telling you, the word charity in this country, the word charity in the United States right now, with homeless veterans that aren't getting the money that they're supposed to be getting off of the charities, the wounded warriors that are supposed to be getting the money from the charity. I mean, there's scams going all day, every day. People calling, wanting you to donate for this and donate for that. The word charity is starting to become a bad word in this country because as soon as you say the word charity, people will shut the door in your face. So, do you hurt it by not? All I'm saying, I'm not saying don't quit shooting the camp out videos. Like I said, I enjoy those. I think they're great. I have fun watching them because it shows me what I missed. But there's nothing else there to counter it. It's just party, 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 party. Okay? And when you got, and we're in the South, guys. We're right here in the Bible Belt. Hell, Georgia is the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. So right here in the Bible Belt, when you want more people to help you, you can't just keep showing partying. You got to show something with a little substance to it. Like an old preacher used to say in the church I went to. That preacher would say, you can eat a sandwich all the time, or you can come in and sit down and get the word of God and you can get full. You got to balance it out. Oh, yeah. Well, absolutely, Buck. I mean, them CEOs are raping people left and right. And that's why the word charity is becoming a scary word in this country, and people shy away when they hear the word charity. Do you know how many people come through our park every week wanting us to donate, the county to donate money for this or that, raffle this, raffle that, raffle? We get like 10 of them a week, and we have no idea who's above board and who's just trying to scam us. So, it's becoming a bad thing. It really is. And it's starting to hurt people who really need it. And people are paying attention to stuff because they realize that we're living in a country where we're saying we'll send a meth head to a clinic and let them get shot up with free drugs to get them over being drug sick. But yet we're going to let the men and the women that we beg to go fight for our country lay in the street and starve to death without a roof over their head, let them have mental problems. People are starting to wake up to all this stuff. And this is just another one of them situations where it's people seeing that, hey, this could be something good, but it's not, we're not seeing the other side of it. They're not saying that it ain't a good thing, but they're saying we're not seeing both sides of the story. When you donate that money on television to wounded warriors, you don't know who's getting that money. You have no clue. But yet, when you go through town, you see soldiers holding up cardboard sign that says, we'll work for food. Okay, when you walk up to a veteran and you say, why are you living in a cardboard box? They say, well, the government wouldn't help me with my medications, so I can't get the medications I need to be able to function properly in public because they sent me to fight a fucking war that I didn't have nothing to do with. And I killed people that never bothered me. So what we're showing is, and I'm not just making this shit up off the top of my head. In California, they have free drug clinics. If you're dope sick and you run out of meth, you can go to these clinics and they will shoot you back up with dope for free to keep you from dying off of being dope sick. But yet, the men and women that we ask to defend our freedom so we can do this are living out here under bridges. That's what people are seeing. I know that's what people are seeing. So now if you put Forgotten Angels in the light and you're saying, this is our organization, we're trying to help these young men and women who've aged out of the foster care system. Okay, if all the media about that is partying, camp out, drinking, playing biker games, what are they going to think when they see 500 videos of that, but they don't see one video of the young men and women that it helps? That was the only point I was trying to make. You got to balance it out. And right now, people are messaging me about it because it ain't balanced out. And it's not my business to balance it out. I'm not going to quit supporting Forgotten Angels, and I'm not going to quit supporting Dave and Cindy because I believe in what they're doing. But once we get hung with an image of all we're seeing is partying, people are going to draw their money out and they're going to quit trying to help. And you're going to go to these new people out here. You go to these new people out here and you say, please help our organization. Well, show us a little bit about where you are. Okay. Well, if they jump on YouTube and they type in Forgotten Angels, party. What do you do? So it's none of my business. I'm going to continue to support them, but I want everybody to support them. I want this thing to be serious. I want it to be I want these young men and women to get the help they need. And I believe in my heart, and I'm not blowing smoke up nobody's ass because I'm not getting paid nothing. Like I said, I've never got a free hat, a free sticker, a free shirt, nothing, because I have never asked for anything free from them people. They don't have an email address for me. They don't have my phone number. I have never asked for anything free. I don't want anything free. I want to support this cause. I do it because I want to do it. And I try to make these videos talking about Forgotten Angels. And y'all know I don't drink. I'm riding my motorcycle. I don't do drugs. I can go past any drug test yet. But one video out of 500 talking about Forgotten Angels, it's 500 party videos against my one video sitting on a motorcycle trying to tell people how good Forgotten Angels is. And then all they're doing is looking over here and seeing 500 more videos of partying. That's the perception. And I'm sorry, but Forgotten Angels can't keep depending on the same 10, 15,000 people that's been supporting it for the last 2 years. Eventually, we're all going to run out of money and not be able to do nothing. You're just going to keep going in circles. Until you get new people involved in this, you got to quit going in circles. Maybe the only way we stop going in circles and start getting new people into this is to balance out the party camp with videos of substance that actually show what's happening at the Forgotten Angels compound. That was all I was saying last night. I wasn't saying go down there and exploit anybody, shove a camera in anybody's face. All I was saying is, as moto bloggers who love this platform, as moto bloggers who love this organization, it's up to us if we want to use our platform to present it in a different way. That's all I was saying. We're adults at the end of the day. If you want to, Ghost, but I'm about to jump off here. But if you want to share this video after I go off, just go to my live videos right next to my community page, and you can share this video. And I'm not trying, and please let me say this. Please let me say this. Yes, perception is very important, especially when you're asking people for money. The perception of what you're doing is extremely important. You've got to be showing substance. It can't be party. But let me say this. I'm not trying to make anybody mad at me. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm not trying to show anybody up. I'm not trying to say anything needs to change. But I'm saying we got to balance the scales out a little bit, start showing something else other than just the party side of this thing. Because people are starting to get the wrong perception about what Forgotten Angels is. Because all they see is 2 campouts a year with people partying. We got to balance that out. We got to get more videos showing substance. Hey, these are the young men that it's helping. Hey, this is the property that's being built for it. This is what we're doing. And as moto vloggers, we're down there with our cameras. We're recording the partying. Why couldn't we get with Dave and Cindy and just walk around the property and let them talk to you and let them, show you around the property? We need a few more of those videos is kind of the point I was trying to make. Hey, Outlaw, welcome in, brother. But yeah, show the tiny houses. That's how it all began, was the tiny houses. So, that was all I was trying to say. And I was not trying to be an advocate for any kind of a change. I don't know anything about it. I'm not on the inside. I don't have a clue about the inner workings. All I know is Dave and Cindy worked their ass off for that organization. I believe that with every fiber in my being. I believe that with my whole heart, that those 2 people right there worked their ass off to grow that organization and to help people. Because I know it goes beyond Forgotten Angels. David takes stuff out and passes it out to the homeless people all the time. Cindy's trying to help people every day with their power. If they're about to lose their power because they ain't got no money, or their water's about to be shut off because they can't afford to pay the water bill, or their kids need food. They're helping more than just those people. And that's kind of where I'm at, is that we need to start showing just a little bit of that to balance it out. Yeah, and I'm excited about the Georgia thing. I really am, because if they get close enough to me, that I'm going to start shooting my own videos at Forgotten Angels in Georgia. And I'm excited about that. I really am, because the Georgia thing has been going on for a little over a year now. They've been in negotiations with different kind of properties and all that stuff. So I think they're getting really close to stepping up into Georgia. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to come in here and, just kind of talk about what this was for a minute, and, just kind of clear the air. And if it sounds like I'm passionate about it, it's because I am. I mean, you look back through all of my videos for the last year and a half, that Forgotten Angels, either that hashtag or that sticker is somewhere in my videos. I have tried to, make sure I put Forgotten Angels somewhere right there for people to see what it is. But that was all I was trying to say, guys. But I appreciate y'all coming in. And Moto, I did not mean to step on you, brother, but I really wanted to get this started because it was driving me crazy. Now, not that it was a long drive, but hey, Buck, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. And I mean, that's what it's going to take. It can't just be two people all the time. It's going to take all of us, but we've got to step out of our community to get more people in, to raise more money, to be able to get things done. But, I'm nobody. I'm just a guy sitting up on a motorcycle, riding down the road, talking about stuff. I'm nobody special. All I am is just a guy with a camera who likes to use his platform for things. That's all I am. I don't have 200,000 subscribers. Don't want them. Don't need them. Couldn't use them if I had them, probably. I'm just like you guys. I'm just a guy with a camera. That's all I am. I'm nothing more than that right there. There's nothing special at all about what I do. My main reason for doing this, and I've said it 100 times in my video, is I'm leaving a print behind for my kids and my grandkids. Because at some point, my old body's going to give out and I'm going to go home. And I want my kids and my grandkids to go to my YouTube page, because they have all the information to get on my YouTube page and show my grandkids, hey, this is who your grandpa was, when they're old enough to understand. That's what I'm for. That's what my vlogging's for. So, yeah, absolutely. Well, the trucking community is equally as big as the motorcycle community, if not a little bit bigger. So, yeah, I knew you knew where I was going to go with this, Hooligan. I knew, because I was kind of watching you when I was talking about that on the live. I was kind of watching you, and I was just trying to bring up a valid point, because it all began with people messaging me directly about Forgotten Angels, and me not having any kind of answers for them. I'm not. All my answer was, I typed out, I messaged back, hey man, they invite people there every day to come down and see what they do. They're not hiding anything. But then I started thinking, well, these people may not want to jump on a plane and fly to Florida, or jump in a car and go to Florida. They may want to just put their faith in people that they're doing what they're saying they're doing, but they're not getting to see that in videos. All they're seeing is the same old, same old. But all right, guys, it's starting to get dark. I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I got to get back up for work in the morning. Shameless, well, I'm on my channel, so it ain't a shameless plug. I was going to say shameless plug, but shit, I'm doing my own live stream. Tomorrow night, I have a premiere at 7:30. Hope y'all come in. If you're not busy, come in, hang out with us in the live chat. And then I don't think I have anything going on again until next Monday. So I'm going to see how these all go. I'm going to see what's happening. But guys, just take what I take what I said and think about it and take it to heart. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, make anybody mad. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I'm not trying to advocate any kind of change. I'm just saying we got to start thinking about this. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. I love y'all. Hey, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as always, thanks for watching. Later, guys.